Hi everyone, welcome to the live stream. It is Sunday evening here in snowy West Wales in Tenby. But I got a really good panel on this evening. We've got Spencer from Vibes on this evening. So welcome to the show, mate.
Thank you very much.
We've also got Morten all the way from Norway on this evening as well. He's been on before, nagged him yesterday, and he agreed to come on. And we'll see if he comes back again after tonight. We've also got coming up later on, David Atkinson will be joining us as we speak. He's trying to get people out of his house, so we'll see where that goes. Tonight's kind of theme is gatefolds. So show me an amazing looking gatefold or your favorite kind of gatefold, or it might be a shit gatefold, but you like it. So that was a theme. Yes, I am scraping the bottom of the barrel. I thought it'd be a good chance to show people kind of your record collection, something that people doesn't know about, maybe your favorite band. There may be something coming up very soon. So yeah, that's the kind of theme for this evening. So I'll go to Morten first. Put a few videos up this week, mate. Been busy. I've been on catch up watching your videos this week.
Thank you.
I've been trying to get through everything. Plus, the Vinyl Tag 2026 has kept popping up on my feed constantly.
Been a few of those.
So, how did you feel about the Vinyl Tag this year? Was it what you were expecting, or did you enjoy it?
I thought it was excellent. I think David's done a bang-up job, a banging job, and he's covered the bases well. He hasn't made it near impossible. Like sometimes I feel that some of the vinyl tags do have some, I don't know. Tasks that are a bit exclusive. So yeah, and I think he made it very clear that it's a good starter point for fresh new faces in the people who are thinking about joining the vinyl community, and I'm all for that. So the more the merrier. Very good. Yeah.
Spencer, obviously. I discovered you, 2025, no, we're in 2026. I discovered you last year now. Do you want to tell like the kind of the vinyl community about your channel and that kind of thing and where they can find you?
So obviously, I run the channel Vibes. It used to be Vibes 97 Face, now Vibes by Spencer. I've got that changed. So I will put a lot of shorts out there, to be honest. I've been collecting vinyl records since from the age of, I'd say 12. I'm now 52. It's my go-to. I'm stressed or whatever. Music, go on there. And I just like to show my collection off by doing a short or doing a few videos, and get influenced by yourself, Chris, more than other people. Every vinyl channel's different, aren't they? So I'm picking ideas from you guys. So yeah.
Cool.
If you like a show, come to my channel.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, go and check it out. When this live stream finishes, I'll put in the description all the channels that are on this evening. So go and check them out. Go and subscribe. They all got amazing channels. So go and check it out. Right. Okay. So now that we've done the friendlies out the way, I'm going to moan a bit. So YouTube, what the hell are you playing at? The last 2 weeks, I've had a bit of a nightmare. So there's been random channels that I've been subscribed for a long time that have been unsubscribed. So I've gone to my subscriptions. I've sent a message to Morten, Brian, anything like a robot. Sent a message to Joe. Sam St. John has been unsubscribed. So randomly, I'll go on YouTube and it'll just say, "Do you want to subscribe to this person? Do you want to?" I'm like, I've been subscribed to this person for like 2-3 years. So what is going on here? And it's happening all the time to me. So it's kind of weird. I sent a message to Brian. I sent a message to Rob and Northern Revolutions. Have you guys had this issue? And like, no. So if this carries on, I'm gonna have to contact YouTube. And It's never happened to me before, so I don't really know, unless somebody's trying to get into my account and randomly just unsubscribing from channels. It'd make more sense to take my videos down.
That's just sad, though, isn't it? If you have, spend your time doing things like that.
Yeah, and you go on there and you're like, where the hell is Morgan? Where the hell is Rob? Where's Brian gone? And I have to go and search for them then and subscribe to them again. I sent screenshots to Morton.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on. So I don't know what's going on YouTube. Behave. Right, okay. So yeah, that's my gamble for this week. Had some Christmas albums picked up, but here we go. 2026. Hopefully we get some good reissues, new releases. I'm hoping to. So this year, my plan was obviously for this year is I want to start collecting REM from the beginning.
REM.
That was a big one. Yeah, Brian, the Emerald Robot, said to me, you need to start from the beginning, Chris. I know you've got the greatest hits, but try the earlier stuff.
Automatic People, that's one of the early ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to start right at the beginning. So I think it was Murmur was their first album that they brought out. Very different to what the REM you hear today.
There's an EP prior to that, which got a vinyl and CD release 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's got it's a blue and black with a gargoyle on it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Which is an excellent if you want to sort of get into the Murmur kind of vibe, in my opinion, because I had never heard of it, and I bought the CD when it was of that EP when it was reissued. I think it was back in 22. And it was really excellent. It made me re-listen to my old REMs again. So that was nice.
I've not heard that.
So that's the plan. If I go to record fairs, and I said to Brian, I'm not buying a brand new one. I'll see if there's any used out and about. So we're going to go from there. I'm going to buy more used albums this year, just to sample new bands, artists, that kind of thing. Just try and get into them. I'm going to pick up more British rock bands. So hopefully this year coming up now, there'll be new releases coming out. Hopefully be a new Oasis album coming out soon.
Yeah.
Because that's supposed to be in the pipework. So I don't know if anybody saw the Jules Holland New Year's Eve. Mr. Ronnie Wood sounded like garbage. Don't know what is going on with there. But he wasn't the old Ronnie Wood, should we put it that way? But yeah, I always enjoy watching Jules Holland New Year's Eve on BBC Two in the UK. It's always cool to watching new artists that you don't know and you discover, and that's what it's all about. So yeah, before we get started, let's go to the comments real quick. Adrian, hey Chris. I think he may get the times wrong on this one because he posted this as 7:17 a.m. So I wasn't going live this morning, but thank you very much. Okay, Cam, the final narrative. Hey gents, watching on the train this evening, Murmur and Chronic Town have just got their own one-step reissues. Very pricey, but apparently they sound incredible and smoke the original pressing. So there you go. Yeah, Cam, you know how tight I am with money, mate. The one steps, we'll see. See if there's a price drop soon. And then we'll go from there. So I will kick things off this evening. And we'll show some good Gatefolds, shall we? See what we got. This, Morton, this might give it away. So let's start there, shall we? This is the Stereophonics. This is Performance and Cocktail, an amazing album from start to finish. And obviously, you know me because I had the black vinyl, but I sent it to Rob, and Rob loves it. He's like, I can't believe I haven't discovered this band before. But this was on orange vinyl, so there's that one. I'll show you the gatefold real quick. So there's the front, there's the back, that isn't actually Kelly, the lead singer from the Stereophonics. Everybody thinks it is. It is not. So if I open up the gatefold, you can see the band there in the local park, smoking, walking, kissing.
Oh, right.
A lot going on there. But
I do actually have this on vinyl.
Yeah, it is available. I say that, and I went on their web store yesterday, and they're out of stock. So they may be bringing more out soon. I can't see why not. But yeah, Stereophonics Performance and Cocktail. I believe this came out in 1999, and this was the first from this album. Was the first gig I went to in Morpher Stadium in Swansea. I think in front of like 80,000 people before they demolished it. So there you go. That's the Stereophonics, and that is Performance on Cocktail on orange vinyl. So
cracking.
So I just thought I'd show that because I know Morton's a big Welsh music fan. So I thought I'd kick things off right this evening. So how did I do, Morton? Was any good?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. It's a banging album, and as you know, I'm slowly getting my Stereophonics on vinyl. I have been collecting on CD since the very beginning there, when I bought my first copy in '97 in Copenhagen at a record shop just a couple of blocks up from Strøget, the main pedestrian street in Copenhagen that everyone walks around. I think it was called Music Mecca.
Okay. Sounds good.
Until this day, I always thought that was Kelly Jones.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
I always thought that was him kissing that girl on the front, because I got into Stereophonics when CDs came out.
Yeah.
Well, first when they got big, so I was buying more CDs, and I had obviously a few Stereophonics albums. But I wanted to go back to the start of Stereophonics thing, like you say, get them all on vinyl. But I always thought it was Kelly Jones, so every day's a school day.
Yeah, so they did reissue all of them. I know Morton picked up Sex, Violence, Other on the pink vinyl. So they are re-releasing the albums. But as soon as they come out on the website, they pretty much just go straight away, because they haven't released anything from Just Enough Education to Perform. Because I think Just Enough Education to Perform was a British album day release on green vinyl, I believe. And they've started pushing out others. Like You Gotta Go There to Come Back it did get released on vinyl originally back in the day, but that was going for like £300. And then they've re-released it, and I bought it for like £40, and now the price has gone up again because they're out of stock again. So it's kind of, come on, Kel, make more, press more albums. What's going on? Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Anyway, that's my rant done. So Cam's saying, sorry, mate, I will watch out for any sales in futures. Right, okay, let's keep it moving. We'll go to Spencer, our special guest this evening. So,
right. Thank you very much. So the first one I'm going to show you now is I think 2002 album. It's from 2002. Blue Tones.
Nice.
The single. I mean, it's just a picture of the band. For me, I do like good artwork, but I do like a good picture as well, being ex-photographer, So I think that's a cracking photo of the band. And it's also on blue vinyl.
Nice.
I mean, are you aware of Blue Tones, Morton? Do you like Blue Tones? Have you heard them?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I have. I only have one CD, mine, but I have. The one with the. What's the name of the
Peacock?
Yeah, the Peacock.
Yeah.
So I've had that on a wish list on vinyl for a long time now, but I want the extra special version, which is pushing around 8, closing near 900 krona here, which is about $90, which I would assume is 65-70 pounds, I suppose, which is a bit expensive for a record. But that one is there is a couple of those. Sometimes people call them Britpop also rans that I find very fascinating, and one of them is that band, and of course Shed 7 and what was it called, Northern Uproar, and what was that band there was a trunk of a tree with a band's name carved into it?
Travis?
No. Oh God, I can't remember. Something D something, wasn't it? I think it got a reissue back in September, October. But yeah.
What did you say, Martin? What the band? What do you think it was called?
Pardon?
What do you think the band was called again?
Something starting with D, wasn't it? Dread.
Dodgy.
Dodgy. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of that song that they brought out that were massive in the 90s, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Okay, now I've gone Apple Music.
Anyway, if you want to listen to the Blue Tones, that's a good album to get, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my first one.
Cool. Very cool, mate. Right. Let's go to Morton. So the floor is yours, mate. What have you got?
Well, I thought because I am talking to a man from Wales.
Here we go.
And also, so she's this is a female artist, and she's Welsh, and she's also from Caernarfon, so she's Cornish, and she is fluent in both languages, and she apparently also knows English, which seems unnecessary. So this is Gwenno Saunders Tresor, which means treasure, and this is her Cornish language album. So after her debut album, which was all in Welsh, apart from one track which was in Caernarfon, is that the Cornish word for Cornish? She released this beauty, and naturally she won prizes for this from various Cymraeg language institutions, and I like the Gatefold. There you go.
Cool.
So that was me, probably not for the last time, tooting the Welsh horn. I should get some sort of, and I think the Welsh Senate should do some sort of thing for me, because I keep talking up Wales, whether it's when I was drinking beer and talking about Tiny Rebel and all sorts of things. But yeah, there you go.
Cool, mate. Very cool. There's a part of me that I think sometimes that Morton is more Welsh than I am.
He's got a good accent. He's got a better accent than you, Chris.
He's got a better accent than I've got. Right. Okay. Let's have a look here. Let's look at the comments real quick. 2 secs. Concert Buddy, how's it going? Greetings, guys, from America.
Hello.
Here we go. Morton's biggest fan, beer and vinyl, Alex. Did someone have Tres Hombres by ZZ Top so I can shove my fat face in that Mexican food spread?
It's over there in my Vinyl Me Please bin.
Oh, great. Thank you for dropping by, Alex. I should have probably read that before I read it out loud. But we will keep things moving. So pick this up. I keep saying this year, in 2020, last year. Got this from his website. I weekly watch Nick from the Vinyl Den. He shows what's getting released weekly, or what's coming up in the next couple of months, that kind of stuff. And he recommended this album was coming out. It's called Legacy by John Fogerty. So this is the Creedence Clearwater Revival years. So reprised, you could say. there's quite a few tracks on here. So he covers his songs and Creedence Clearwater Revival and how they would sound today. The reason why I picked this one, and yes, I'm going to get some shit in the comments. Yes, it is the greatest hits. But the inside is him on tour and photos from the past throughout his career and what he was up to in those days. The only thing that always makes me laugh about this is his face. Now, he looks a lot better older than what he did when he was younger.
It reminds me of Jaws from the James Bond films.
Yeah. I'll just show you the vinyl. It's quite a cool pressing. This is the reason why I didn't get the black one. I got this one instead. So I'm gonna press in. I think that's
one of those younger brother in the shade of a very talented older brother kind of bands, isn't it? It was like Dire Straits and the Kinks also had that. Oddly enough, Split Enz got the opposite, because their younger brother joined and took more or less over both the hit making and the songwriting when Neil Finn joined.
Yeah, so nobody wants to. It sounds exactly like Creedence Clearwater Revival, so I don't know what reprise he's done on this. So it sounds like the band, but it's got some of his tracks in it. So look, Up and Around the Bend, Who'll Stop the Rain, Proud Mary, Have You Ever Seen the Rain, Looking Out My Back Door, Run Through the Jungle, Hey Tonight, Green River, Down on the Corner, Fortune Sun. So look, Wrote a Song for Everyone, Bootleg, Don't Look Now. So yeah, there you go.
Tracks on there, isn't there?
There's a lot. I've got Clearwater Revival. Won't surprise anybody. It's on Greatest Hits. So
cool.
Right, Concert Buddy. Only if the Alex. Also, it will be a precursor world. Haven't seen that pick for a bit. Okay. Let's keep it rocking and rolling here. Let's go with the Spencer. So, what you got, mate?
So, the next one. If I give you a song, if I give you the title of the song, you might get the album. Side A, Human.
Killers.
No.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, right, okay. Rag and Bone Man.
Yeah. Obviously, Gatefold. Again, very similar to the one you just showed us. There's a few pictures of him in there. I do believe all from different concerts and different videos and stuff, and when he was younger, but what a fantastic voice. I know it's about Gatefolds, but great voice, great album. And I love the Gatefold. I love it. Unfortunately, it's not coloured vinyl; it's a black vinyl. But I just vinyl records like books, aren't they? You know, especially your Gatefold. You like to read through it, look through the lyrics and stuff like that. It's a mini read, and yeah. So that's my second one.
He was quite big in the 2010s. I want to say 2010, 2011. Yeah. And he always comes to Cardiff Castle every couple of years and does a thing. And I've walked past when the gig's on. He sounds good.
Yeah, he's got a really fantastic.
Yeah, cool. Very, very cool. Okay. All right, we'll head over to more next. So if StreamYard decides to work properly, we will go over. There you go. Over to you.
Right. Richard Hawley.
Oh yes.
Close to maybe one of my favorite reissues last year. Trying to get used to saying last year already, but that's the way it goes. I've got a bit of a couple of comments about my thumbnail drawing for this one. And I said that I drew a very ugly woman. And I said, so you are telling me that there are no women who are aesthetically unpleasing, and shouldn't they be allowed to be shown in covers? Because the joke was that I drew myself as Richard waiting for a woman to arrive, and a woman who looks like in an exploding circus tent thinks I'm so awful that she leaves, which of course is the theme of the album, that cover, that he stood up. And I always thought, how bad is he if he gets stood up in a way? But anyway, I love this inner cover. This gatefold.
I got a question for them, mate. Was that where he did that? Is that the front door of the cover?
Yeah, that's the door. There's some sort of famous place in Sheffield, I would assume, where I've been. It's sometimes I think I'm very clever when I do my thumbnails, because I had one with Jarvis Cocker when I got a pulp album, and he's on a panel show, and it says famous Sheffield, and it's him and the giant fork, and people didn't get that.
Yeah, I'm from Sheffield.
Yeah, so the Norwegian knows that Sheffield is one of the biggest cutlery producing places on planet Earth, and apparently the rest of the world, apart from these Norwegian people from Sheffield, didn't get that joke.
Well, you're here to educate the public, mate. That is your job. And if they don't like it, well, you can tell them where to go.
Yeah,
go to Sheffield, do the tour.
Yeah, or Rotherham.
Oh, they're about 25 years behind them.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. No, that's cool. There's nothing in the chat, which is fantastic. Okay. Something completely different. I don't know if I've ever shown this album before. Now, I went to watch Bowling for Soup in Cardiff last year. And there was a support act that I really wanted to see for years. And if I'm being honest, I've seen Bowling for Soup 3 times, and they're always good. The last time I saw Bowling for Soup, the support act was Bloodhound Gang. Now, that was an experience in its own. They were vomiting on each other, and there was a lot of stuff going on in that gig. But this band, I always wanted to see. I remember Nick from Vinyl Den said you could only get this album if you watch them live at their merch stand. So I was like, right, I need to get this album then. And that is Less Than Jake. Always wanted to see them live. This is a limited edition. I don't know how limited. It just says limited to 1,000. So I was like, well, how limited do you want to get with this? And look how many tracks are on here.
And what copy is yours, Chris? What number copy is yours?
Probably 1,000. There's no numbers. It just says limited to 1,000, but it doesn't say what it is. This was made in the Czech Republic, if anybody wants to know. This is quite hard to get out the sleeve and put it back in, so I don't tend to pull this out much. But yeah, it's got embossed on the front. So kind of cartoon thing going on. She's drinking a pina colada or whatever the hell's going on there. I'll show you. This is quite a cool insight. It reminds me back in the days with the newspaper used to do cartoons of like a story. This will make more sense now as I'm going on. So this may ramble a bit, but that is a pretty cool insight.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
Now, the vinyl itself. Like a lot.
Oh.
It's insane.
Isn't that the flag of Macedonia?
You are?
Looks like the flag of Macedonia.
Yeah, it's the same colours, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is pink and yellow cornetto, this side. I'll check the other one because it's a slightly different colour. So this one they described as ruby blue cornetto. So there's a lot of ice cream going on here. So that's the second side. So
that's very nice.
So there you go. I don't think I've ever shown that, to be honest. I don't play it that much. I put it on once, and Liz went, "Can you please turn that down?" Because it's kind of, it starts real quick and it's kind of constant. But yeah, love Les and Jake. Would like to pick up more albums, but they're so hard to get. So and I'm not paying over £100 for an album. So yeah, pretty cool. Les and Jake, and that album is called Hello Rockview. So if you ever get a chance, that's the only time you can pick it up is at their show. But record store day or whatever, they might decide, you know what, we want a couple extra quid. we'll put it on record store day. But yeah, great album from start to finish. You're talking punk rock straight away, American punk rock, and I love it. So there you go. That was my selection. So no comments. Fantastic. I love this. Right. Spence.
Right. So my next one is Crowded House. This came out 2021. Again, it's just a picture of the band, or pictures of the band, but obviously all looks like they've done about 5 or 6 different pictures and just like stitched them together on each different person, each different member. But I love that. And again, it's a good album. I'm not too sure if you like Crowded House, but it is a good album. And it came on. Is it grey, silver?
Nice.
From where I'm sitting, I would say it's grey, but on the screen it looks like it's silver. But yeah, I just love.
I think mine's blue.
Yours is blue. What, that album?
Yeah.
All right. I just love.
I had a bit of a problem with that album. Not with the music, but I was cross with Neil Finn because he brought in. Fair enough. He's their dad. He brought in Liam, and he brought in oh God, what is his second son's name now? Can't remember. And obviously, never called the former drummer back. And then he called in what is the producer's name? Who's the keyboard player now? Mitchell Froome.
Yes.
Which basically meant that he just called, his old-time mate Mark Hart and told him your services are no longer needed. And I didn't like that. That really gave me because he was there when they recorded Together Alone. He picked up the slack after Tim Finn abruptly left Crowded House. Yeah. And he returned for the first reunion and all the concerts and everything, and then he just sorry, I want my sons in the band now, bye. And I mean we're not talking about a small time musician here. He was a touring member of Supertramp for many years as well. So but apparently Neil could jump ship and join Fleetwood Mac, and that was all right. So I don't know. I just gave me a bit of a
No, I understand. I get that because that's quite dirty. It's a dirty trick. That. It's,
I think I remember you doing the video on that because you were showing the band kind of the backstory of That was
but the next album, by the way, I sort of put that aside, and it's wonderful. And this album is also good. It's just that I keep having that nagging memory of Mark Hart being told, "Sorry, mate, bye," or not sorry.
And I think with bands that have been around for a while, they've got some dark secrets and dark stories. And you find them out, and it puts you off the band. It puts you off certain members, but you can't help music. But was this the 7th studio album? 8th?
4, 5, 6. Yeah, that would be the 7th if you don't count the leftover album that they reissued after Together Alone.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
The ones with the hands on it.
Yeah. That's a Crowded House.
Spence, you'll learn. He's like an encyclopedia when it comes to vinyl.
I'm learning every day. I'm learning every day. Loving today.
Right. Hang on. Let me just 2 secs. Let's have a look. I'm trying to go as quick as I can. Go on. Right. There you go.
This is Afterglow. which was songs left over from previous recordings and B-sides. And I think there were a couple of. So they recorded a couple of songs with a replacement drummer to Paul Hester. When Neil just decided, no, I don't want to do Crowded House anymore after Paul left. So was that Paul Jones? He's also passed away, by the way. They lost a lot of drummers Crowded House over the years, but Paul Hester, of course, was the most tragic, because I was supposed to see. For me personally, it was because I was going to see the Finn brothers. I had tickets to see them here in Oslo, and 3 days before they packed together and left for Australia because Paul had died.
We were watching, and I don't know if it's the same for you, Spencer, but you know when they do the repeats on Gold, like an audience with, I don't know, Des O'Connor.
Yes.
And Liz keep doing this, and I go, dead. That's, you know, we lost Ozzy last year, which was a, you know,
tragic.
Everybody's going, oh, I'm surprised he went. Mate, have you seen how many drugs that guy took? Like,
I think it was more than 7 or 8 days after the concert, and people expecting him to get to enjoy his otium just a little while, and then just that. I think people rightly reacted with a bit of shock to that, because it was just 7 or 8 days since we celebrated the man, so that made it even more abrupt in a way, I think.
I'm a bit pissed off with myself, if I'm being honest. So I was in the queue to watch them, like in Ticketmaster, to go and watch Black Sabbath and Ozzy, and because I knew Metallica was there and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, do I want to go? And it was obviously in Aston Villa's stadium, and Liz didn't want to go. So I was like, right, I'm going on my own. I've got to drive up. I'll have to drive back. And I was like, well, Oasis are coming up because I want to get tickets for that. Guess what? Couldn't get fucking tickets. So I didn't get tickets for Ozzy, and I didn't get tickets for Oasis. So,
yeah. And now you haven't gotten tickets. And now you haven't even gotten tickets to see Super Furry Animals. Sorry.
This is just pork in a beer at this point. Every time I have him on, he's like, right, what can I say to Chris now? let's keep that motherfucker on his toes. Anyway, Morton, I think you're up next.
Right. I grabbed this one, didn't I?
Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And there's the back. But maybe people don't remember that it had a rather spiffing gatefold.
Was that a drawing from Holly Johnson?
I don't know. Did you have time for that?
No, probably not.
So I think this is actually, could this be a promo? No, I don't know. It's funny that the titles of the songs are on a sticker for some reason. Right. On this copy I have. I don't know why. But I always like the artwork. It's got this sort of a Picasso-ish style on the front there, and so I actually last album I listened to before I joined you guys.
Do you put that in a frame now, Morton? That would be worth some money.
Fuck! It just took me 10 minutes to put that back in the sleeve. Right. Okay, I will go next. How would you like some French jazz?
I thought I was on last leg there for a second.
Okay, quickly though, before I show the French jazz, I just wanted to show this. This is kind of my most limited, most expensive vinyl record that I've got. It is a greatest hits, but it is Queen. This was live at Wembley, the live recording. And if you pull it, you can see that there's no gatefold. Just picked this up because I thought, fuck it. I don't show off very often, so there you are. I'm fucking showing off. there they are, right? Which is kind of weird concept because you got Wycliffe's Jean in it. Don't know what's going on with there. Unless he sang "No Woman, No Cry." I don't know what's happening. Anyway, the one I'm going to show, French jazz singer. I got into a few years ago. I've only got this album, and no, it's not the greatest hits. Surprise, surprise. It is Malin Peru. So, any coffee shop you've been to in Europe, you may have heard this album or song from this person. So, here's the front. Here's the back. It's like all women. It's kind of like Liz. She's staring at me going, what the hell is he talking about? And then she's just running away. So, it has got a gatefold, but it's a tri-gatefold. So, bear with. Hang on.
Just need extra arms to help you there, Chris.
Was it Madeleine Perrault?
That's the one.
Huh.
Peru.
Yeah, I actually have a song of hers on my all kinds of stuff I like playlist.
There we are.
Because she represented France, La Belle France, in the Eurovision.
The big one on you is Dance Me to the End of Love, which is the first track on the first side. And then
Which
the other
could be
side.
either in a very long time or in just about 7 minutes.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to have to copy it, Chris. I might have to look into that.
Nice one, mate. Right. Yes, so I haven't got... I've got another jazz album. I can't think what the other one is, but I do like putting this on a kind of Sunday morning when I'm a bit hungover. And then put the French side on, realizing not a clue what's going on, but her voice is amazing. Absolutely tremendous. Yeah, awesome. Stream it. Give it a stream.
Yep, I will.
So this album is called Careless Love. So I can't recommend this enough. It's an amazing album. Fantastic. And if you speak French, it might help.
Well, I got about a dozen Etienne Daho albums, and I don't really understand that much of what he sings, but I still enjoy them.
Yeah. So Malin Peru, amazing. My friend Brandon, I used to work with on cruise ships, still really good friends, text back and forth all the time. And he was like, and he's trying to get me into jazz all the time. And I'm like, mate, it's not like I'm listening to Iron Maiden, Stereophonics, Oasis. Like, it's not in my kind of. But he went, trust me, listen to this, and I listened to it, and I enjoyed it so much. I bought the album like 2 years ago, I think. So there you go. I have some jazz.
Yeah, I sort of got into a bit of a jazz. We went on the first cruise last year, and we went to this jazz bar after all the other bars were closed. So it's on like 2 o'clock in the morning, still drinking, the drinks package. And this guy was playing jazz music. I'm like, oh, this is quite good. I don't own any jazz, but I think I might have to look into that one.
Give it a stream.
Venture out, yeah.
I actually applied to a cruise company sort of job a few months ago.
Yeah.
It would have enabled me to move back to my hometown in Denmark, but of course I wasn't called in for an interview, but that would have been nice. Is
that Fred Olsen? Was it?
No, it's Skagen Harbor. Their cruise ship is sort of on land coordination kind of job that I felt would have been really good for me, and of course I didn't get it. I'm too old for that kind of thing. But with my language skills and everything, and public service and tourist education, I thought maybe I would be considered, but I wasn't.
Sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah, I did think about going back a few months ago because I used to be a red coat.
Ah.
So I was Mr. Entertainment. You can imagine, can't you? No,
I see it on your videos, mate. That guy's talented. Why can't I be like that?
Yeah. I've been called a lot worse. On that note, we'll go over to Spencer.
Right. So this next one, I got this back in 1986. Not this one, but I bought it on tape. So the album I'm referring to is Beastie Boys, License to Kill. And the Gatefold, again, it's the whole band. Bless him. Is it Mike D, isn't it? He passed away. He's passed away now, hasn't he? He died a few years ago. Yeah, but I think it was a great album back then. It's still a great album now. So I've only had this a few years. And this one, it is, again, my eyes are deceiving me. Is that purple? Is that red?
The camera never does it justice, trust me.
Okay. Yeah. It looks purple from here. Hold on,
yeah. Sort of a Latvian red.
Purple. Yeah, it's still purple.
We're doing the countries tonight, aren't we?
That was the globe from the World's Fair site in Queens, just in North Queens, where you're basically a few hundred yards away from what is now a parking lot where Shea Stadium was. So that's why I've seen that, because I went to see a New York Mets game at Shea a couple of years before they tore it down.
Right. Cool. I remember buying it on, I didn't buy it. I got it on for Christmas on tape. So this was 1986. So I was, 13, 12? I remember my grandma coming to the house, putting my Walkman on, listening to Beast Boys doing this. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. She's like 80 odd and she's listening to Beastie Boys.
Awesome.
It's cool, mate. Very cool. Okay, 2 secs. Let me just quickly go back to the chat. Guest who's been on with me quite a few times. Really cool guy. Trevor. Flat, round, and spun. Gentleman. Clapping hand emoji. How's it going, mate? Hope you are well. Need to get Trevor back on. Really cool guy. Cool. Right. Okay. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. And we'll head back to Morton. What you got, mate?
I think we'll travel to Sheffield.
Nice.
Oh.
So I finally got this actually 24. They were doing a very nice sale on a few items over at our one decent record store here in Oslo, Big Dipper. And now, of course, of their proper albums, if you like, from the time they broke through and everything. And you remember, I've told you this before, Chris, but when people back then would say, when Britpop was really taking off, would you like Blur or Oasis? I would always be that, see you next Tuesday guy who would say Pulp. That's how annoying I am. So now I'm just missing that album they released in 2001 on vinyl, which I think everyone hopes it will get a reissue. I love this rather splendid gatefold here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
And I mean, I think I'm not entirely sure if I remember correctly, but this is a painting, isn't it?
I think so. I think it might be, actually.
Yeah.
What do you think of the latest album, mate?
Well, I actually had recorded earlier today a video called sort of my favorite new albums of 2025. And I do talk about it a bit. And of course, immediately I was very excited because you're hearing Jarvis Cocker and everything coming through the speakers again. But very quickly, I struggled with it and thought it was rather a bit pedestrian. And I think you guys are playing together again and recording an album again for the first time in 23, 24 years. I don't know when this was recorded. And you're sounding like you're just following up something, and you're Suede doing your third reunion album. I mean, come on, liven up a bit. But then I did sort of, but I felt I had to work for it. So now I do enjoy it and everything, but I did feel it was a little anemic, to be honest, at least for a while.
Where I stand with it is a love-hate relationship I got with that album.
Mhm.
Some days I wake up and I really like it. Other days I'm like, I can't fucking stand this album. Like,
Mhm.
sometimes it don't click with me, and other days I can just chuck it in the background while I'm. I tend to put it on if I'm cleaning another vinyl, so I'll chuck that on. It looks good. There's a good album cover. The back cover is really good. You know, the pressing is amazing, and I love it some days. And then other days I just go, oh, fuck, should I just get rid of this? Like, because it's one of them kind of albums for me where I was expecting a lot more from Pulp. In my mind, I was expecting Common People, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know why, because they're older now, and maybe they can't do the. You know, he was in university when he did that song, obviously, because he's talking to a girl playing pool.
Yeah.
So it's slightly different now. But I was expecting, give me some.
Well, I think you and I were probably expecting the depravity of Pulp being in the music and not just in the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because you know, we didn't initially come into Pulp for the lyrics. We came for the energy and the vibe, and that's why I'm so proud of Suede, because they released 3 studio albums after their reunion, which were all very introverted and inward looking and and they're beautiful albums. But I mean, if you listen to all 3 of them back to back, you know, you either fall asleep or go throw yourself under a tram. But the last 2 albums they recorded are so they're so energetic. They sound like suddenly, hey, you guys, you know what I realized? We're pushing, well, by now pushing 60. What if we don't give a fuck? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Do you remember that within the parameters of Suede, we were actually able to rock? Yeah, you're right. Hey, Brett, let's kick ourselves up to Jaxies. And that's kind of what I was missing on this Pulp album.
I got a lot of friends, a lot of older guys that I go to the pub with. And whenever you mention the word Oasis or Blur, they're like, fuck them. Have you heard Suede? That's all they're interested in, Suede, because to them, that is the greatest British rock band apart from the Beatles and the Stones. Like, it was, you know.
They were just so... there was something unwholesome about them in a really nice way. I can't quite put my finger on it, but when you're inside, you know, the wardrobe or in your sister's bedroom, you've already sort of set the scene there, haven't you?
I've not done that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
When Pulp first came out, obviously I'm from Sheffield, and they're a Sheffield band. I got into them. I thought, you know, because obviously in the 80s, Sheffield had a lot of bands out. 90s were Manchester, and we sort of getting the odd band out from Sheffield, and Pulp came out, and then Jarvis Cocker joined another band, didn't he, called All Seeing Eye? Can you remember them? And they brought. I'm not too sure how many albums they brought out. I did have one of those on CD. It was quite good. But I found out he's a bit of a drama queen, Jarvis Cocker. It sort of put me off him. And then he bought this pub in Sheffield City Centre, the Washington, still stands today. And he said, I don't want any Sheffield United fans in my pub. And I used to go in there all the time, so I just stopped going. I went off him. He's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. And I don't know if you're familiar with football, Morton in Sheffield, but we've got Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday. He's a Wednesday fan, die-hard Wednesday fan. And some people, it's religion. For him, it's religion. He hates Sheffield United. So I was like, right.
You'll be Spencer, you'd be surprised who this guy supports right here. Have a guess. I'll give you a clue. They wear red and white.
Striped.
It's not Sheffield United.
Sunderland.
Nope.
Obviously an English team. British team.
Yeah.
Not that far away from the Welsh border.
Oh, bloody hell. Now you're thinking. Oh, red and white. As in stripes, red and white?
Yeah, I think they used to be. I don't know if they still are, but yeah. Do you want to tell them who it is?
Robbie Williams is from that city, and he doesn't even support that team. The
He supports Port Vale, Stoke City.
Yes.
Stoke City, yeah.
Wow. Why?
Well, way back when I was a kid, and we would collect these football cards, and everyone would be either Liverpool fans because their brothers and dads were, or they would be Arsenal fans because the King Olaf was an Arsenal fan, or they would be, Manchester United, I suppose, but Liverpool. But there were people who liked smaller teams in Norway. But I was really good at. We had this throwing contest where we would win each other's football cards, and I was really good at bending my card and throwing it from a certain angle, so it always ended up with the player up. So I would keep winning people's football cards, and I had this huge stack. And people asked me, "But what's your favorite team?" And I just liked the red and white with the black pants and all that. And I thought the word Stoke sounded awesome. So that's how I became a Stoke United fan.
And you still look for their results now? You still into?
Yeah, I mean, I keep an eye. It's easier now than when I was in my teens and when they were rattling down in the divisions and you didn't have internet, and the newspapers would only tell you the results for the 3 top divisions in English football, and they were sometimes all the way down to the 4th one. So but they actually have a supporter pub here in Oslo.
What?
Surprise!
Yeah. Wow. Down next to the town hall, down by the street going up to the Parliament, just by the harbour. It's called Tordenskjold pub, after the Admiral Tordenskjold, who's a Norwegian, but in obviously the Dano-Norwegian Navy. He's got a statue almost very close to the pub, and that pub is a Stoke City supporter pub. So you see the flag flying, and there's often this. It's like sometimes there's an old Morris, and sometimes there's some other cars showing up there with Stoke colours and the logos parked in front. So
Wow.
I remember. Yeah, I was telling Liz about this. I think the last time I had Morton on, and we were talking, I think, back and forth. And he's like, he's a Stoke fan. She was like, what?
And I never get in any trouble. You have a room full of football supporters who are all going, ready to stab each other, and they look at you and what's your favourite team, mate? And I said, it's Stoke. And I go, oh, that's nice. And then they leave me alone.
You can ask any Premiership team when they were in the Premiership, right? Everybody hated going to Stoke on a Monday night when it was cold, it was wet, and the defence would batter you. And then they'd bring on Peter Crouch, who's like 10'5", at the last 10 minutes, and he'd score with a header, and everybody's like, well, it's Stoke. What are you expecting? Delap's going to bring in a long throw.
Long throw, yeah.
Going to go to the end of it, and they're going to batter you in defence. That's what they did. I still I enjoy. They still call it to this day. If a new team comes up, that's the Stoke. You've got to watch them. They will batter you in defence. So, yeah. And of course, managed by Mark Hughes.
And it's a dodgy ground to go to and get back safe from.
Yeah. But cool. So there's the little story of you. So cracking. Well done.
More in the Stoke fan.
Yeah. So right, I am up next. Let's have a quick look. I'm gonna pull up a one-hit wonder. Morton's going to know what exactly what I'm pulling. Spencer probably knows. Scottish band. Pretty much known for a one-hit wonder. And it's not going to walk. I'm not going to walk 10,000 miles, so it's not that one. Right? But I love this band. And yes, this is a greatest hits. Show me the shit in the comments. I don't give a damn. This was a price drop on Amazon for £15. So instead of me collecting all the albums, I was like, this is all I pretty much need.
Yeah.
It's Franz Ferdinand. So there you go. Hits to the Head, it's called. Or as they call it, is it Glasgow Kiss?
Yeah. See, I would have gone for that album. I don't own anything Franz Ferdinand. I'd have gone for that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You've got Take Me Out, massive one. It was everywhere. Michael was another big one. This Fire, Right Action, Stand the Rising, Billy Goodbye, Curious. This came out. Oh, I would help if you fucking said 2022.
Yes.
So, and here is the inside. I just thought it looked cool, to be honest. So, with the band on stage, on the chat, that kind of stuff. So, it's one of them bands I'd love to see live. I think I'd love to see him at a festival. I think at a festival, like Reading, Leeds, that kind of thing, they would be amazing, as a supporting act. And as you can tell, I had to pick this up. It's on red vinyl, for goodness sake.
Of course.
So, but if anybody wants to get into Franz Ferdinand, either pick up the first album, which is really good, or try and pick the Hits to the Head, which is awesome. I do enjoy it. I still like Franz Ferdinand. I think it's one of them bands, especially in UK, Spencer, they got played. Take Me Out was like, fuck.
Yeah.
In the end, he got fed up with it. It was like everywhere.
It got killed. I
think just like the SNP, they would have done well having gone to a short course about what is momentum.
Yeah.
Because they lost theirs when they thought, oh, well, we're pretty big now. We can faff about and take a bit of a break and do some other projects. And turns out, they couldn't, because that's kind of how it went with them. And I'm actually talking about them in that video I was talking about that I recorded today, because they released a new album in 2025. Who knew, right? And they've had some replacement members, and I think the problem with me is I now put it's actually on my turntable ready to play now, because I was thinking I really need to see what's wrong with this album, because I've listened several times, and every time I listen to it, I say, have I listened to this now? Oh yeah, apparently I have, because my turntable is still going around. And I think the problem is a bit like Kaiser Chiefs. They decided suddenly, we can make music that sounds a little bit different, can't we? And yeah, it's just that I don't want to hear them sound like someone else, and that's the problem with their latest album.
No, I think they fall in the same bracket as Razorlight as well.
Mm-hmm.
Razorlight are another one. I've got their great hits. I'm happy with that. I watched the documentary that was on YouTube, I want to say. They tried to get back together, and they were meeting in France and that kind of stuff. I listened to the new album. It's in shit. Yeah. It's like, they're trying to go a different direction. Give us Razorlight. Give us Kaiser Chiefs. Give us the bangers. It's the same as Franz Ferdinand. Give us Take Me Out. Do the bangers. Yeah. But they go a different direction, and people are just not interested.
So you sometimes you just can't get hooked to the band, can you? There's a few songs, and I was about to ask a question. It's still going. Obviously, Morton's answer that question. They brought an album out in 2025, but I didn't even know that.
I didn't either.
No.
I saw them doing the rounds, but I just thought, maybe they're just doing a greatest hits tour with 2 songs.
Yeah. 2 songs, yeah.
Yeah, and they also did a collaboration album, didn't they? With that band, which is now suddenly the darlings of the world, because the director of Spaced and Shaun of the Dead made a movie about them, which was a wonderful biopic or documentary. What are they called again? Sparks?
Yes. Sparks. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a Franz Ferdinand Sparks album, and I'm sure that probably did Sparks more
damage.
Yeah, well, I don't think, but I think in the end, I think probably they got out of that better than Franz Ferdinand did.
Probably, yeah, you would imagine. Right, okay, let's keep rocking and rolling here. Spencer. What have we got, mate?
Right. So, should I Gatefold first? See if you can guess what album it is. Any clues? No.
No.
Hey, this my still going to say, but my favorite band that's going today still?
Oh, Muse.
This was 2001. It came out, I believe. Yeah, 2001. It's got a classic Plug-in Baby on there. That is a song that drawn me to Muse, and loved them ever since. They're a fantastic band.
Me too.
Amazing. And I love the Gatefold. I love it because you've got a picture there, Roxy's Disco. That's Sheffield. It's now the O2 Arena. But you had to be, in the day, in the 80s and 90s, you had to be suited and booted to go in there. And I went in there in the 90s. And it used to be called Grab a Granny. That's what you would come out with. So yeah, it's got the Roxy Disco there. And that's the Sheffield. That's Sheffield one. So yeah, again, I just, for me, it's memories, that especially that place. But the rest of it is just like, I think decent artwork, to be honest, and a great album, a great band. So yeah, that's mine. You don't have this album, guys? You're trying to get into Muse?
I love that album. That's funny about Muse is that they and another band, whenever I listen to them, they remind me. That band reminds me. Oh, I need to listen to some Muse again. And when I listen to Muse, I start thinking, oh, I need to listen to them again. And that's Placebo. So
Placebo. Yeah.
They keep reminding me to listen to the other band. So I end up with some days where I get all my Placebo and Muse CDs out, and yeah.
Morton, can I ask you a question? Do you know when Placebo first came out, and yourself, Chris? When Placebo first came out, and you watched them on Top of the Pops or whatever equivalent in Norway, I thought the singer was female.
Yeah.
Was I the only one who thought that?
No, because I think it was to do with the voice and the way they dress. The lead singer used to dress, and it was kind of the hair,
Andromic
bob hair. The bob cut was in at the time for women. I think it was very good marketing on their behalf.
Yeah.
You know, because it gets you questioning. Then, okay, who is this lead singer? Kind of nobody knew who they were. They came out with a bang. And they're obviously still touring to this day.
Yeah, absolutely, and they arrived just early enough not to be lumped in with the emo crowd, because that wasn't really a thing yet. So I think people who looked like that and performed music like that were probably sort of goth adjacent, which was kind of okay. But if they had arrived about 4 or 5 years later, they would have been called emo, and like most emos, they wouldn't exist anymore.
I was going to say they may get lost in the crowd if that was the case. Yeah.
I can't think of his name, the singer, but I remember watching a video when it first came out. Well, maybe a year after. He got a lot of fan mail from men, thinking it was at the beginning that the lead singer was female.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah,
cool.
I really like the mood of that band. Yeah, I think the other permanent member is a Swede, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Spencer Morton, let me introduce you to Mr. David Atkinson.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
Hi, David.
Oh, yeah. I'm not bad, thanks. Not bad.
Good.
Busy day.
I thought you'd be busy watching the vinyl tags.
Well, I've been watching, because I watch a lot of videos on politics, but actually, the vinyl tag videos that are tumbling in, are coming in so thick and fast. I've got no time for anything else other than the second half of Newcastle's match today. And I went on Rachel Ghost's stream this afternoon as well.
How did that go?
Oh, it went great. Absolutely fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. I mean, I was warned by Rob Walker that I was entering the Lions Den, but it was fine. They were very polite. They were very, very nice. And I said everything I needed to say, so there was absolutely no bother whatsoever.
Cool.
And then
I was thinking of you, David, because I was watching Would I Lie to You yesterday. And, the blind English comedian Chris McCausland was there. And he calls David Mitchell Dave. And Lee Mack says, well, you wouldn't call him Dave if you could see him. And so I thought, I better not call David Dave today because I'll be in trouble.
No, you can call me Dave. I mean, most of my friends call me Dave anyway, but I think it's easier for people to find me on YouTube if I put David, because that's my, that's kind of my, well, it's my proper full name, you know what I mean? But yeah, most people call me Dave anyway.
Cool, mate. So you've had a good response, though, obviously, to the vinyl tag. That's gone pretty well.
Yeah, but I mean, if you end up watching the rerun of the Rachel's Ghosts thing, and I'm kind of not really promoting it, but I kind of lay out why I did it, and it's like I've kind of said before that it's not I don't feel it's like a response to me, because I had no intention of gaining some sort of an advantage out of it, because I don't need one. I'm not bothered. I think it's more about people respecting a general tag, and kind of many people doing the same thing, so you can really start kind of comparing and contrasting people's versions of it, instead of chaos. But I think the question was put to me a little bit earlier that people who do the tag, they kind of get more subscribers, and I was asked how many more subscribers I might have got, and I said I think maybe about 30 or something. Maybe even maybe 40 possibly by tomorrow, I suppose. But because a few people will go and see that live stream and then probably be curious. But like I said, in this game, we're all amateurs. We're all like hanging out with our 16-year-old selves and our friends, because most of us have got families and friends who don't give a shit about music to the level that we do. So It's just great to hang out with people like us, you know. So that's enough. That's enough.
Liz always says to me, like, I always watch YouTube on my TV, always, because I just prefer it. I can't do this holding the mobile thing. The only time I go on YouTube on my mobile is to leave a comment, and it's usually sarcastic. You know that, Dave.
Yeah.
But she said to me the other day, she was like, okay, for the love of God, can we please watch something else than the vinyl community? Like, she knows these people. She loves Morton. She's always saying, oh, how's he doing? Oh, I like his videos, blah, 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 blah. And like, she likes Richard's Vinyl Tap House and, yourself with Bruce Springsteen. She's into all that. But she said, please, Chris, can we just watch Netflix? Like, I'm literally a run out of ideas on my phone, on the reels she was on Instagram and that. She's like, can we just cut off at this point? Like, and I'm like, we watch this bit. It's really funny. And she's like, you get it. But I'm just like, and Liz is in an orchestra. She's like classically trained. She plays all woodwind,
Very good. Very good.
She's in Orchestra of Wales. And she's like, even for me,
Wow.
please. She's like, I don't come home and tell you which notes I played in the National Orchestra of Wales. Please, can we watch something else? And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, you have to point her in the direction of my classical music for rock fans video that I did about 3 years ago.
Watched it, Dave. Watched it.
Oh, did you watch it? Yeah.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. So it's kind of just like, I just love classical music, and I was listening night before last to a lot in here, and it's when you can bridge that classical stuff and with rock music, and people can enjoy both, you know what I mean? It's so nice to be able to share some of that stuff,
Yeah. That's where people get their inspirations from, different channels. Every single channel in the vinyl community, we're all different.
Yeah.
The albums they can pick out that we've got, and they, they've all got memories. And wow, since I've been watching you guys on YouTube, I've gone to different genres. I'm like, wow, I never thought I would go down that route.
It's
well, even when I've done this vinyl tag, I think the vinyl tag, the first response came in about the 16th of December or something like that. I think since then, there's about 5 items that I've bought.
Yeah.
You know, I've bought an album by Tori Amos.
Yeah.
I bought the DVD of Control. You know, the Joy Division Ian Curtis story, which I've never seen. Still haven't seen it, but I was so enthused by people saying this is a great biopic. So I'm just ordering stuff on Amazon, you know, getting it all in.
I'm blaming Chris for some of my purchases, to be honest.
Fucking hell.
Is that Greatest Hits album?
Oh, there we are.
I started with one, so I can't say anything.
Right. While he's here, this
anyway, carry on. What's the deal? What we're doing?
Right. Sorry, my mind just went blank then. We are. What are we doing, guys? God. Gatefolds. Right, Dave. What you got on Gatefolds, mate?
Well, I did run up the stairs when we said see you later to some friends of mine, and I quickly grabbed a few albums, and I'd have to start here. So is it the inner gatefold or the outer?
Inner.
Can I show the outer first?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to show the inner.
You say that like there's rules on this live stream. You know me by now. I don't care. Just show something. There you go.
There you go. That's one of my favorite inners from one of my favorite albums that I was very interested in and played non-stop back in the 70s. But yeah, what do you think that is? Come on, you youngsters. Stop trying to read the text. Just know.
That's why I zoomed in then to see what was going on. I couldn't work out what it was.
Well,
is it Bruce?
No, it depicts the music. It's like an old English scrap album, which has got like little pictures in it. You can see those little corner pieces there to hold them in, like little postcards, but of course the lyrics of the songs of a great album, a very English band. Come on, Morton, stay awake. I know it's later for you.
Oh, Genesis. With Peter Gabriel, lead singer.
I have
Peter Gabriel, yeah.
I have never knowingly heard Genesis pre you know who. So I've been. It's one of those bands that I'm saving and wanting to hear. Uriah Heep, I think, is one of the others, and I know. I keep. It's one of those where I want to do it properly. You know, if you sit down being a bit tired and you end up watching The Bicycle Thieves 25 years after you decided you were supposed, you're not going to do it right. So that's kind of why I haven't explored Genesis with Peter Gabriel yet.
Well, let me give you a tip. The very first video I ever did was a rundown of the worst to the best Genesis albums. And it was just an experiment on see whether I could do this YouTube thing. And, it, worked really, really well. It's had just crazy number of views. It's about 3.5-4 years ago. But that gives you a point as it explains why you would prefer one period of Genesis to another. So you would get a chance to at least understand why you might want to explore this part rather than that part, because if you go in the wrong end, you could be easily put off depending on your musical taste. So that's my contribution. Is that my first? Like, what have we seen so far? Do you want to quickly tell me what you've shared?
Greatest hits.
I started one day. I've got to.
Yeah, Pulp. Yeah. Oh, the Blue Tones. Oh, I haven't got that one. Oh, yeah, fantastic. What an interesting inner sleeve that one's got. Yeah. Oh, inner gatefold. Yeah. Very good. Probably wouldn't get past the censors in 2026. Oh, I don't know. What's that one again?
Rag and Bone Man.
I don't know that album at all. I've seen it around a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know it.
Good album. Good album.
It's a good album, David. Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Cole's Corner, fantastic album. Crowded House, yeah. Crowded House, yeah. Got that one. Oh, I haven't got the Beastie Boys. Oh, for fuck. Stereophonics, get out of here. Is that Trosso? Oh, I don't know that one. That's got to be Norwegian, right?
That's Buenos Sondes. I'm more Welsh than him.
Oh, it's Welsh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is the Welsh Appreciation Society.
And she's half Kernov, which is Cornish. So this album is actually in Cornish.
Oh, right. Okay.
I did show a jazz album tonight, David.
Uh-huh.
Madeline Peru. I don't know if you've heard of this.
I haven't heard it. I've seen her on TV way back when.
Eurovision Song Contest.
No, I don't watch that shite. No,
but she was on it.
Was she?
That's one good song that year.
Good. This is a brilliant
She actually
album.
went on there. I thought she was more more credible than that.
I think
what
it's
a brilliant
a French
album.
government kind of thing when it comes to Eurovision.
Debut, fantastic. Yeah.
I did show John Fogerty's reprise, what it sound like without Creedence Clearwater as well.
Is that which one's that one?
It's the reprise one.
Oh, I haven't got that one. Is that? Oh, that's a best of, right? Sorry. I do like my Fogerty.
I was saying to the lads that I was so excited when I found out that about David Atkinson, that he was from South Shields, and I found out that he'd moved to Birmingham, and I was so disappointed because I was hoping he would get something signed for me, in South Shields.
Oh my God, I don't even like her very much. Oh, the thing is, no disrespect. Actually, she's quite funny, but I don't watch television anymore. So
I've seen her live 3 times here in Oslo, mind.
Oh, yeah. I don't do comedy shows. I did them when I was younger, but they're just the big comics now do the big arenas, and I thought the idea of paying like 50-60 quid for a ticket to go to that is just like. Nah.
Dara O'Brien said something funny when he, which we liked here in Oslo when he came. He said, "Norway for us, UK comedians, is like a bonus level in a computer game." Because I keep telling all these British comedians that you're very popular in Norway, and they say, "What? That's not possible because my humor doesn't lend itself to foreign countries." And then they come here, and they said, "Well, I can do broader British humor in Norway because I have to keep changing the people I make fun of wherever I am in the UK. Here, I can badmouth everyone because Norwegians know who they are."
Very good, very good. Hey, can I show another one?
Yeah.
Good.
Let me make you big. Hang on 2 seconds.
Hang on, I've got to try and hide this a little bit.
Oh,
Quadrophenia.
Quadrophenia, yeah, the Who. Yeah, I've got
Quadrophenia.
What an album.
What a fantastic album, eh? Absolutely brilliant.
I love that album so much. I have an original 75 that my brother gave to me, and I have the later CD box. It's one of my most viewed unboxings because I got the Quadrophenia box set 10 years after it came out from a seller here in Norway, and I adore that album.
A story is that this is a repress, fairly 10 years ago, something like that. But I've got an original copy, and there was an old school friend of mine who we lost touch with each other, and after about 10 years or so, we bumped into each other and we started to hang out a little bit. And he lent me his copy of Quadrophenia, and then for some reason, I ended up leaving Newcastle to go south to Yorkshire before I came to the Midlands. And that album came with me. And I don't know his number because I'd happily give it back to him. But it's an original Quadrophenia. I've still got it in the collection. It's elsewhere in the house. I feel a bit guilty about that one.
You'll have bought it again.
Well, no, not really, because it's only nutters like us who buy vinyl again. Everybody else streams or buys CDs or box sets or deluxe box sets.
Let me just quickly go through the comments here. So Trevor Flat Round Spun is saying David on his live stream junket today.
Yes. Yeah, I know, Trevor. Did you? Well, I mean, I'll talk to Trevor some other time, but he might have seen me on the Rachel one. I was just in a haze, for about an hour.
So he's saying, if I were on, I would have shown Life After Death from Iron Maiden, or as David would put it, wow.
No, wow. Do you know what wow stands for? A waste of wax.
Right.
I love winding up people about Iron Maiden. I've got a few Iron Maiden albums here. I don't think I've ever listened to them. I just don't like Bruce Dickinson's voice. I never have.
I watched Iron Maiden live in Cardiff back in 2003. Yeah. And the only song I knew was Run to the Hills, if I'm being honest. That was the only one. Because remember back in the day, you had Kerrang TV, and they were always on Kerrang. And I knew Run to the Hills. And it was the last song they ever played in that concert. So I had to wait 2 hours just to hear one song. And I experienced Eddie coming out, and I was kind of like, what is going on here? Yeah. But I'm not a massive Iron Maiden fan. I can respect what they've done. Yeah. But
I'm going to see if I'm still listening, but I'm going to see if I can see if I've got that album. Hang on a second. Just keep going.
Yeah, sure. Right, I'm up next, so I will go. My favorite artist of all time, fantastic guitarist, Eric Clapton loves this guy, and it's Mr. John Mayer.
Oh,
this is Born and Raised. This is more of a country / guitar kind of album. These are getting harder to find now. Bought this back in lockdown. Amazing album. He actually employed a guy to.
I've got that one.
Create this album cover. I'm getting confused. There's so many people showing like records here. What is going on?
That was just 2 Iron Maiden albums up here.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, John Mayer, brilliant.
Morton, hang on. What you got? There you go. John Mayer. Okay.
That's a different John, though.
Yes. So.
Sorry about that.
Saw him live in Ireland 2 years ago with Liz. It was an amazing concert. He just done acoustic. Him on his own, no band, just done everything on his own. He's amazing. John gets a lot of shit, but I think he's amazing. This was a country album, the inside him. More like there's a lot of acoustic on this. There's a lot of country on this. Queen of California is an amazing song. The Age of Worry, Shadow Days, Born and Raised is a brilliant, brilliant song. And there's a song on here called Walt Grace's Submarine Test, January 1967. That's bonkers. A Face to Call Home is amazing as well. This was just on black vinyl. But I love John Mayer. My favorite artist of all time. Like I said, I used to work on cruise ships in America. Discovered John back in 2007 while I was on cruise ships, and been a massive follower ever since. Got every single album, his live albums, everything. Saw him live. One of the best concerts I've ever seen. It was a bucket list for me. A lot of people in the vinyl community shit on John, but if you listen to interviews with Eric Clapton, meeting John Mayer for the first time, he was like, he's the top professional. He knows what he's doing. He's so talented. And that's Mr. John Mayer. That is Born and Raised. Fantastic, fantastic album all the way through. I love it.
Do you know why he gets shit? Do you know why he gets shit from people?
Taylor Swift, probably.
No, because he's a good-looking lad.
Probably.
Nobody believes that somebody that pretty could be that talented, because he is an amazing guitarist and songwriter.
Jealous is a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the guitarist that he learned to play the guitar off one artist, Ray. He used to wear a cowboy hat, kind of, and he used to play the guitar all the time. Yeah, that's the one.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, yeah.
Yeah, Stevie. I couldn't think of mine in the top of my head then, but that's how he learned to play the guitar, was on cassette, listening to him.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Wow.
But Stevie Ray Vaughan, by the way, has got a greatest hits album, so you might want to take an interest in that one.
Now, there's a reason why I haven't picked that up, because I remember listening to an interview that John gave, and he said, don't get the best of this artist, start from the beginning and work your way through, because some of the stuff that he does is incredible on the guitar that you will miss on the greatest hits. It's kind of like I'm not a big fan of him. Like, if you take Bob Dylan for greatest hits, you're missing like the extras. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen's another one. Like, I love Nebraska. I love Nebraska. And if anybody hasn't seen it, this is not me buttering David up here at all, because he knows what I'm like. I'm a piece of shit. But if you haven't seen, if you want to get into Bruce, go on David's channel and he ranks Bruce's albums. Just watch that. It is brilliant. I'm just saying. And that's the last time I will ever butter David up. But I am right what I'm saying on that.
Wow, that's amazing. I thought you were going to say go and see the biopic that came out last year.
I still haven't seen it, mate.
Thanks very much.
No, I honestly, have you seen it yet? I haven't.
No, I haven't. I was saying to, I don't know whether I think I was actually saying on my vinyl tag response that the more I saw clips of the movie, the less I wanted to see it.
Yes.
There's no point. I don't see the point in seeing biopics of artists, modern artists in the 21st century, because YouTube is awash with interviews with a real person and loads of live performances. Biopics work best when you've got artists who were around in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Having said that, I do want to watch that movie. So, and I have, as I said before, I have bought it.
I just think it's a bit of a, at the moment, like you had the Dylan one, you've got the Springsteen one, you've had the Elton John one. It's kind of, I feel like overkill is happening here. Because I remember, David, I said to you a while ago when I done the live stream with you last, like, I think I messaged you and said, is there a soundtrack coming here? And is it good? And you said to me, is it Bruce singing or is it the actor singing? Because if the actor's singing, because I know you're a completist when it comes to Bruce, are you going to pick it up? Probably not. If it's the actor, Bruce is on there, maybe.
I mean, I've got dozens of CDs. It's a couple of vinyls as well of other artists doing cover versions of Springsteen songs, and some of them are fantastic. I mean, it's not just about Springsteen. When you get a truly talented musician turns their hand to doing somebody else's song in their own style, that's really interesting. What's not interesting is a carbon copy of an original artist sung by an actor. I mean, that to me is lame as shit,
Let me just go through the comments real quick. Trevor saying, gonna watch Buffalo Bills game where MGK is freezing his bollocks off right now. And he's saying, have a great live stream. Cheers, Trevor. Cheers, mate. Right, okay, let's keep things moving then. I went last, so let's go to Spencer. What have you got, mate?
Right, so 2013 album, Lightning Bolt Pearl Jam. And again, gone with the picture of the band. I don't know if you guys got this album.
I haven't. No, I mean, I think I've got the first one.
Pearl Jam is my religion.
The first one. Yeah.
It's not a bad album. It's not a bad album. Again, it's a band you got to start with at the beginning, I think, and work your way through. because again, each album tells different stories. But it's not a bad album. So 2013, 12 years old now, 13 years old now.
Wow.
Good. Yeah.
If you'd asked me, I would have said that would have been released 2 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't purchase it 13 years ago, but it came out 13 years ago.
Wow.
But it's not. It's good. So we lost Chris.
He can't have lost him because he's hosting it.
I think he needed to cough.
Yeah, Morton, you should go then maybe.
Yeah, all right. We're heading to the luxuriously wonderful town of Basildon.
Basildon.
For some Depeche Mode.
Wonderful, yeah.
Oh.
And, probably the one post Alan Wilder album that I actually really think is great. And it's got a picture of the trio as they were back then. Of course, Andy's pushing up the daisies. They are now a duo.
That's cruel.
I rather like this photograph. And I don't know if it's our friend Anton who is again doing the photographs with them. He came in around the time of my favorite Depeche Mode album, which is Music for the Masses. That's where I think that both they visually and as far as songwriting reached their peak, and where Alan Wilder's production, because I mean, even though they obviously had outside producers, I mean, the man who did Depeche Mode sound for the great years were Alan Wilder, but Playing the Angel was the first time I actually saw them. Here we are, yeah. And I didn't have, and a little apropos, it's the last time I saw my former classmate Isak Rypdal, which David and I talked about. Jan Rypdal and and we talked about Garbarek, and I made David aware that Jan Garbarek had a daughter called Anya, and I think that's the first time someone in the vinyl community ended up buying a record because of me. That was David buying an Anya Garbarek record.
And I didn't only buy one, I think I bought 2 or 3.
I can't find 2 or 3. That's a problem for me.
Sorry,
but because you did soundtracks, so I did. Some of them, a couple of them were on CD, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had a bit of a coughing fit, so I thought
was right.
Oh, right. that was suspected.
Yeah.
Great album, though, Morton.
So, same here. Good evening, gentlemen. So, we've got some more people joining. Right, let's keep it rocking and rolling. If I can remember the freaking order now, I think David's going to go next. Not that there's any order, because I don't give a shit on the live stream, but here we are.
Okay. This one's going to be a bit of a test for a couple of you guys.
Right, this zoom in.
Yeah, screenshot. Oh, bloody hell. He scares me because I know exactly how many albums he's got. It's like 1 million. So
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
You're going to curse me. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Well, that would help.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, wow.
And I claim to be the biggest Manic Street Preachers fan around. Yeah. Well, to my chagrin, I only have that one on CD.
All right. Right. Well, there you go. On Columbia Records. Yeah, that's when I was going through my Mannix phase.
Did you know, David, that the guitarist actually lives in Tenby?
What, James Dean Bradfield lives in
No, the other guy. Can't remember his name.
Hang on, who's the other guy?
You mean the bass player?
Yeah, what's his name?
The Alex
Nicky,
James of the Manic Street Preachers. Sorry.
isn't it Nicky somebody?
Nicky Wire.
Nicky
Nicky
Wire,
Wire,
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should know.
he lives
Nicky
in
Wire.
he lives in Tenby.
So he no
Oh,
longer lives in the
say
valleys.
hello. And tell him next time I'm in Tenby, I'll be bringing this down. He can sign it. I wonder if he plays on it.
He pops. He's got a holiday home down there, down on the beach. I've met him a few times. Really nice guy. Very tall.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Oh,
very tall.
Yes. Actually, James
That's
himself
why I say he's the
plays bass on
because
this.
he's the bass player. He's the Alex James of Manic Street Preachers.
Yeah.
Cheesemaker.
He's a really nice guy though, Dave. You know, if you like, you can tell it's him because of the hair and like what he's wearing. He's kind of out there. What have we got over there?
Oh, it's just a CD.
That's the CD. I wonder if that's the label.
Yeah, I was curious about that as well. Look it. Oh, that's great.
There you go.
Nice, isn't it?
I want that vinyl. Oh, you're a terrible man.
When did
It's
so
not
Dave,
the best pressing though, I have to tell you.
Dave, when did that come out on vinyl then, mate?
2006.
Okay.
So I've got it when it first came out. So it probably hasn't been repressed. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen it in the vinyl community.
No.
In none of the videos, and I've never seen it in the shops either. Never seen it.
So you've
So
got.
I don't know if it's worth anything. I mean, to a Mannix fan, it'll be worth something, but
yeah,
probably to a younger Mannix fan. Christian, there's a Mannix fan for you. Well, has Christian got that one? That's the question.
Well, you know that the Manic Street Preachers is one of a couple bands where I only need one more vinyl, and I have their entire studio album collection. And unfortunately, that damned Journal for Plague Lovers keeps eluding me.
How many is that? How many is that then, Morgan? How many have they brought out?
Pardon?
How many have they brought out?
I wonder if I've got that. Hang on.
I think you do, David.
I don't know. Carry on.
You showed it once.
we will just go to a commercial break right now. We'll be straight back with David discusses what he has next.
Oh, no, I've got to tell you. Listen, I've got to tell you about this one.
15 studio albums, the Manics.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you about this one. This is my favorite Mannix album.
Right.
The debut. But you know, and that's the Gatefold. But there is something seriously wrong with this album, and that it's a double disc set, and the first disc is missing. So, Motorcycle Emptiness. What else is missing? Yeah, Slash and Burn is missing. Motorcycle Emptiness. Love Sweet Little Baby Nothing. Tennessee, they're all missing. I've only got the second disc here. So yeah, there you go.
Is that original pressing then, Dave?
Probably is. Yeah, I've had it for years and years. Yeah, but it's only Chris. It's only got one. It's only got one disc in it. It's a waste of time.
I've seen that out in the wild, so that must be a reissue I've seen out and about. So,
what's that one, Morton? What is it?
That's 12-inch from.
You Love Us, yeah.
Yep.
I used to have Motorcycle Emptiness on picture disc, and I sold it.
Yeah,
somebody. So I bought it when it came out because I absolutely love that track. It's fantastic. Yeah, I was working with this woman in the office, and her husband was a collector. He was a completist for the Mannix, and this goes back to the year 2000 or something like that. And he wanted it so bad, and I was quite ambivalent, so I let it go. It's probably worth a fortune now.
I've got a question about Manic Street Preachers. Obviously, I think they're fantastic. But at the beginning, didn't one of their guitarists go missing?
yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, never found him.
Wow.
They never found his body, didn't they? They thought he jumped off the Severn Bridge or something, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wow. Because he's in this video, isn't he?
Richie James, it's him on the.
Yeah.
Apparently a bit of a troubled soul, I think.
Yeah, so they've given interviews in the past saying that he was having issues and that kind of stuff. And here we go. So he disappeared on February the 1st, 1995. So that was pretty much when they were hitting their peak.
Yeah.
It was after the Holy Bible, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
After the Holy Bible album.
That was a weird situation. That was like the Seven Bridge makes sense. It does, because you're not going to find the body. Well,
they found an abandoned car, I think, didn't they?
Yeah.
Where did they find his car and a body? Apparently.
No, they found a car adjacent to the Severn Bridge, I think, but they never found the body. And of course, the Severn is, extraordinarily tidal, so they don't. His body could have ended up anywhere.
So they were going on a tour of the U.S. I think the day after he didn't show up, and the weird thing was they'd gone and picked up his passport and everything just hours, and then went to see his sister, and that's the last anyone ever saw of him. And,
such a shame.
Yeah. I think his birthday was like a couple of weeks ago, because there were a lot of people in social media who were talking about him all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So, Journal for Plague Lovers was actually written with leftover lyrics that were around that his family handed over to the band.
Oh,
so
wow!
Recorded Journal for Plague Lovers around those tracks or those. It was like diaries and stuff like that. And it's got this wonderful cover.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Pen ready, because I have learned so much. I'm going to bring a notebook and pen if I get back on again. Make a video out of it.
So who's next anyway?
Me. Fucking hell, whatever comes next is going to be so disappointing. Right, okay. Actually won't be disappointing, I don't think. I think David might like this. Got into this artist about 2 years ago. Still my favorite album that he's ever done. And it is Bruce Springsteen, and this is Nebraska. This is on a Vinyl Me Please I bought off eBay for £20, David.
That's not a Gatefold album.
It's on a grey kind of...
Oh, it's translucent, yeah.
Smoky.
Yeah.
So you say it's not on a Gatefold?
Well, the original wasn't Gatefold.
No, but the Vinyl Me Please.
That's
Gatefold.
The inner. That's the inner on the original. It's good, actually. It's a great image.
So, and also with this, I believe, as well. Yes, it came with a poster.
Oh, I've not seen that before.
It's a Vinyl Me Please issue.
Yeah.
You can get this on eBay. I think I paid like 15 to 20 quid. I can't remember. It's quite weird, actually, because I remember going to America back in 1999, my parents on a holiday. This was kind of my last year of comprehensive secondary school. And we're like, right, because we used to have a timeshare in West Wales, so we could remember RCI. I remember RCI, the timeshare company. You could like swap 2 weeks. Anyway,
I know what you mean by timeshare, though. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to America, and I bought on CD Bruce Springsteen's Greatest Hits, and the song that I loved the most off the entire album was Atlantic City. So this has done a full circle for me.
Yeah.
Coming back to Atlantic City, but I still want to get the box set off this, because so many people have said it's great. But my favorite one here is Johnny 99. I just love that track. But it's a brilliant album from start to finish. You check this on. I enjoy putting this on with a glass of whiskey.
But which whiskey?
Penderyn, Welsh whiskey. So, yeah, David,
it is a fabulous album, but it's a bit of an acquired taste.
Yes,
you wouldn't go there if you were a fledgling Bruce Springsteen fan.
No?
No,
No,
that
because it's so austere. It's him and an acoustic guitar and harmonica, and that's
I
it.
think if you come from the darkness and go to Bruce Springsteen, that's not the one to grab. But if you are listening to Tanita Tikaram and then go to Bruce Springsteen, you might want to grab Nebraska.
Bruce
Yeah, well,
Springsteen. Sorry.
No, carry on. No, go on.
Bruce Springsteen came to Sheffield many, many years ago and played at Sheffield United's football ground and absolutely destroyed the pitch. Cost United a lot of money to get back. Were you there?
I was there.
What year was that, Dave?
1988.
88. Wow.
88. The Tunnel of Love tour. Yeah.
Got relegated because of Bruce.
You got relegated again a couple of seasons ago after Newcastle took your trousers down 8-0 or something.
Oh, yeah. I went downhill from Bruce Springsteen concert.
Yeah.
All right.
Mannix biography.
Right. Okay. Let me go to Morton next. Over to you, mate.
Good question. All right, yeah. Swedish metal in flames with a pretty cool.
That is cool. That is good. Yeah.
That's a nice piece of art. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It sort of snuck up in my mind when Chris said we were going to do this, and I was watching Stranger Things, and I thought, that scene in Stranger Things reminds me of an album, and I remembered it was this one, and I thought I'll show that. And Swedish metal don't have that much more to tell you about it because I don't know that much more about it.
Yeah.
Good artwork, though. Good artwork.
Good artwork. Yeah.
Chris coughing again.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
I'm
gonna get a glass of wine.
Since we're in the Birmingham area.
Nice.
So this summer, I was, of course, aware that the concert were happening. And about 7 or 8 days later, I'm in Stockholm, and I find this record at a secondhand record shop called Mickes. And I thought, well, blimey, this was my first Ozzy Osbourne, back when I didn't really know anything about Black Sabbath. I thought a guy called Dio was the singer of Black Sabbath. I remember I was 9 or 8 years at the time.
Ronnie James Dio, yeah.
So I had this record, and it was my very first album with anything with Black Sabbath sung by Ozzy Osbourne, because he had to make this live album, and so did Black Sabbath, in order to retain the rights to their songs.
Yeah.
And then almost exactly as many days after the concert, I buy this, and almost as many days after I buy this, Ozzy passed away. So this record sort of resonates because my original was stolen. And yeah, there's a gatefold for you.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Cool. Right. Spence, what you got, mate?
Right. So I'm going to go Sheffield band. I actually met the lead singer many, many years ago when I worked footballing community at Sheffield United. I worked for Tony Curry. I'd lost my job. I was only 19, was I? Yeah. I did a year at Sheffield United footballing community. Then got back into work. So this album, Hysteria, Def Leppard, 1987, fourth album.
Great album.
Yeah. Got a young Joe Elliott there. But yeah, I met Joe Elliott, spoke to him. I'm like, I was gobsmacked. I just couldn't get my words out. So tall, such a handsome bloke. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a great album. Fantastic album.
Great.
Yep.
My copy I bought in Yugoslavia on holiday. It's not a gatefold, though, I can assure you of that. I saw them about 10 years ago as well at the Birmingham NEC, and the support bands were Motley Crue and Steel Panther. Such
Yeah.
a
Wow.
laugh. What a great tour that must have been. What a laugh.
Yeah, plus we saw them. Me and my missus went to see them at Sheffield United. Motley Crue. and
Oh,
Further-
brilliant. It's a great show, spectacular show, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was sat in the cop, and I couldn't get a beer, and my sister was on the pitch, so I was texting her, get two beers, and I had to go down and get 2 beers off her. But yeah, they were fantastic live. Motley Crue they weren't too bad. Get a lot of feedback where we was, but Def Leppard were amazing.
It's a great bill, though, because Steel Panther are fantastic as well. They're so hilarious.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay,
There you
cool.
So, should I show you one of a band I'm going to see on Saturday?
No.
No.
It's what you're getting.
It looks like the Sex Pistols and U2 had some babies.
Looks
Okay.
Public Image Limited.
Yeah. Going to see them on Saturday in Coventry. A cancelled gig from last August is taking place this Saturday. Me and Gav are going. Gav Axman Spins. So I bought a ticket. I told him I was going, and so he said, "Oh, I'll come along." And so he got his own ticket as well. I think he's got driving responsibilities, but this is a very good album. This is a concert from 1986. Sounds great, and actually a much more interesting band. If you just listen to the first 2 albums of Pill, it's very like dubby. It's very very bass heavy and everything. But this is a much more, I wouldn't say a polished sound, but a more rounded sound. Very good, very good. And of course, this is another one I've got to do revision on this week, which is another Gatefold. And there you go. 2 times 45. That one. So yeah, End of World. I think it is. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, this Saturday. Match report coming soon afterwards.
Just a quick one on that, Dave. I'm just curious. Ticket prices to watch them. Was it kind of high?
No, I don't think so. Tickets downstairs, I could have told you, but it'll probably be about 40 quid, I would think.
That's not bad, mate.
No, I don't know the venue, but I would imagine it's going to be a stand-up gig. Bit of a dump, because Coventry these days is sadly it is a dump. It used to be half decent city, but it's a dump now. I'm glad Gav's driving and taking his car rather than me taking my car. Let's put it that way.
I was going to say, yeah. I was just about to say,
Yeah.
he can take his car, so you can leave your.
Although having said that, I hope he's not watching this.
Like,
You better not catch him and don't nobody tip him off.
Please, I need you to do a video while he's driving, because I know how wound up he gets when he's in the passenger seat. I've seen the videos when you go to Den Bosch and you say to him, "Hold the camera still." It's pulling up a bit. So you should just do like the Peter Kay when he's got that girl in the car. He's like chauffeuring her back and forth in the comedy. And there's like so many outtakes. You should just put a camera in the corner and just talk to him when he's trying to concentrate. He's like, I can imagine he's right forward.
Back into it again, sorry.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, honestly. Right. Okay. My turn. Let's have a quick look. I'm going to go with the greatest hits, but this is the greatest hits, I think, from a band. They were good on the early stuff, but the newer stuff I don't care about, to be honest, if I'm being perfectly honest. And it's the Killers' greatest hits. This is called Rebel Diamonds. So you've got all the big hits. Jenny Was a Friend of Mine, Mr. Brightside, which is massive in Britain.
Yeah.
All the things I've done. Somebody Told Me, When You Were Young, Read My Mind, Human Spaceman, Runaways, The Man, Boy, This Side of Town. You know, it's packed with hits. Their newer stuff isn't good at all, but it's a hell of a gatefold. Being as they're from Las Vegas, check that out.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I haven't got that album. I've got the individual albums. I haven't got that one.
So this, I picked this up off Amazon, I think this is just on Black Vinyl, but I picked this up on Amazon, Dave, for like £17 at the time. It was like an Amazon drop.
Wow.
I was like,
is it a single or a double album?
it's a double album.
Wow. That is great value, that is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me just see if there's any more information. Give me two ticks a minute. And it comes with kind of like a book inside.
Yeah.
Like kind of showing you the albums. So Hot Fuzz was like massive for them. And then it obviously goes through
Sam's Town.
Second album, Sam's Town, and different stuff. And you've got Day and Age. But the newest stuff isn't, I think that's maybe no, it's not Glastonbury, maybe Reading.
Looks like Hyde Park, maybe.
Yeah, sorry, Hyde Park. But the last album, this was terrible. I mean, like, awful. It made no sense from start to finish. But if you want to get some of the Killers, obviously the first two albums were good, really good. But
I like the third and fourth one really good. There's a couple of songs there.
Yeah.
Something about dancing and aliens or something.
Yeah.
Is it Brandon Flowers, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Flowers, yeah.
I think maybe he spent a bit too much of his lyrical powers on his two solo albums, which are really good in my opinion.
Really well. I've got the first one. It's really good.
I just found the last album wasn't good. Like, I don't know what they were doing. Like, they said they went back to Vegas and they were talking about their childhood, but there was no bangers. Like, with the Killers, it's usually bangers. It's kind of made more sense to me when in Glastonbury, with the headline in Glastonbury a few years ago, and the Pet Shop Boys came on with them, and I was like, yeah, the keyboards and that, it's very similar to the Pet Shop Boys. Kind of that was their inspiration as they were, coming up and trying to make it big. And so yeah, the Killers, that's Rebel Diamonds, pretty much the greatest hits. So if anyone wants to get into them, that's probably a good place to start. Unless you want to.
I'm sorry, I think for now I don't have anything from the Killers.
So Mr. Brightside was kind of like everywhere in the UK.
Yeah,
I remember it was like crazy. So that's
Well,
the band that you want to see live as well.
They are a band that were Brandon Flowers himself they were likened to a modern day Bruce Springsteen and the A Street Band because they've got this high energy wall of sound, and he's a Springsteen-esque frontman, like a young Springsteen. And they did they appeared on stage together in the United States. So when I first went to the Killers music after hearing that comparison with Springsteen, I could definitely see elements of that Springsteen sound, that high energy stuff in.
I've actually got that EP from Record Store Day last year with the Killers and Bruce.
Oh, really? I didn't realize it was released because I don't follow RSD.
Came out for Record Store Day, very limited. That was the main one for me, getting into Bruce, and I like the Killers. I just wish it give us a bit more. It just felt, I think there was 2 tracks on one side and 1 track on the other. That was pretty much it. But it could have been more, But Bruce, come on, he done 2 of their tracks, and then he done Born to Run. So yeah, it was cool. So there you go. Right, what we'll do, we'll go around one more time because we've gone past the 2-hour mark.
It's after 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Give me 2 ticks. Hang on. So we will go to Morten next.
Something Norwegian then with Aurora. And this is a signed copy, and I just think she's a wonderful artist, and I think this is a rather splendid gatefold.
So,
you paying attention, Chris?
Can you pronounce her name again?
Aurora.
It's pretty close.
Aurora. Yeah, she was I saw some bloke. Did I talk about that earlier? Didn't I? I think I did.
What sort of music is it?
On YouTube, who did a reaction video to her song. Is it Murder Song 54321? And his caption was that this song literally killed me. And yet the video somehow was still recorded and put up. But yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
We'll have to have a look at that. Check it out. Right. Spencer, what would you read?
Right. I hope I'm right here. Morton might know this, probably all three of them might know this band. I hope I pronounce it right. The Doe. They're Scandinavian, I'm sure. Scandinavian band. I found them last year. Well, 2025 was last year. Well, so it's called A Mouthful. Again, on with the, I like pictures of the band or pictures, from years ago, whatever about lyrics on there. But if I can describe this band, if you don't know them, I'm pretty poor at trying to describe. I would say they're more like Saint Etienne. If you know Saint Etienne kind of music.
Yeah.
I would say they're a bit more like that. They're very different. If I listened to them, I probably wouldn't. If I listened to them a few weeks ago, I'd gone, yep, I know that song. If I listened to them beginning last year, I'd gone, probably not have been an album I would have bought. But since I've been part of the vinyl community, I've gone down different genres, down different ladders. I'm like, yeah, I'll try that, try this. But it's not a bad album. The Doe, is that pronounced right? Is that Scandinavian, Morton?
Not sure.
The Doe? I'm sure they're Swedish.
God, all these Scandinavian names they're really perplexing, aren't they?
Yeah, probably somebody's going to come up in a text and say something and I'll pronounce it wrong, but it's black vinyl, nothing special, but it is a good album. Yeah, it's good.
It's good how you discover things from the vinyl community, like people have shown stuff and you're like, oh, what's that?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, my music didn't change. I was all into like sort of rock. I wouldn't venture off to indie kind of music, and I used to stick to that. So I'm a bit uneducated to say I'm 52 years old and I've been collecting vinyls, for
right. So sorry to interrupt you. It's A Mouthful. It's a pop duo called The Deux. Which is kind of odd because it's a French-Finnish duo.
Oh, right.
But the deux in Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish. It's written in Norwegian and Danish because the Swedes don't use our they use the two dots. Means the death. So "dø" means to die in Norwegian, Danish, and Swedish. But oddly enough, it says it's a French-Finnish pop duo.
This last part got a bit more.
Exactly. I was going to say, and in British, you go "duh."
Wow!
Oh wow!
Cool. Yeah. Now you've been educated twice, Spencer.
I know. Where's the notebook?
Where's the notebook? Just watch the live stream later on the catch up. You'll to see it. Right, let's go to Mr. Vinyl Tag. What you got?
Last one. You'll not know this one.
I recognise that. No, I don't. I'm lying.
There's a band called Big Big Train. They are like they're like a prog band, but they do have Dave Gregory from XTC playing guitars on this album and a number of other albums. So they've got that XTC stroke mid-period Genesis, early selling England or Trick of the Tail kind of sound. They've got a fantastic singer who auditioned to be in Genesis when Phil Collins left, didn't get the gig, but he's an amazing singer. He sadly died now. And I went to Real World Studios, Peter Gabriel's studio in Wiltshire, to see the band showcase this album to about 50 fans. And then they put on an acoustic performance for us, like a whole afternoon, early evening in Real World Studios. Is absolutely amazing, but beautiful, melodic, not as quirky as XTC. So none of that like new wavy stuff that hung around for the first 2 or 3 albums of theirs. Kind of more pastoral English sounding stuff, and really, really lovely band. Yeah, bit of an easy to get into, but if you're not open to this genre of music, it'll just pass you by. So like a whole different area of music that is fascinating, but most people will miss it.
I thought it's a Gatefold, but no.
Say
Dave,
again?
where are they from?
They the lead singer, not the lead singer. The lead singer is from Nottingham. Well, he's dead now. The bass player, who's the main songwriter, a guy called Gregory Sporton, he's from Sutton Coldfield, where I am, but they live down in Bournemouth way, I think.
Okay.
But it's a modern band. You know, these modern bands, they're not like bands of brothers anymore, like they used to be in the 70s and 80s, where they lived in each other's pockets, lived in the same apartments or houses and went on tour together. These people have all got kind of, they live around the world and they exchange digital files, and a producer engineer pulls it all together, and then they get together for rehearsals and then the occasional tour. So yeah. Very good stuff.
Sorry, Dave. What year did that come out then? What year?
2016.
Okay. Right. Okay, cool. Let me just double check a minute, because we've got a comment here for you.
All right. Okay.
Dave Gregory is a genius, phenomenal guitar player, and an exceptional arranger.
And a lovely man. He is so nice. You know, so friendly and unassuming. I mean, I saw XTC live in around 1982 or something like that. 1980, 81, 2. Can't remember. And they were high energy back in those days. But Dave Gregory, just a lovely, like, middle-aged bloke who's just lovely with the fans. He was great to hang out with. Really nice. Not that he spent much time talking to me, but just a nice guy to be around.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. Last up is me. I thought I'd go a bit country on this one. I've shown Dave this before, but I'm not sure if it's this album. It's Zac Brown Band from America. Absolutely love these. If anyone wants to get started, go and check them out on streaming. Really, 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 really good. It's kind of like the Killers, Dave, where their older stuff is better than what it is today. Their new stuff's crap. Their older stuff is really good, and I mean really, really good. Like, you got a song like "Colder Weather," where they're on the road and he's talking to his missus and going, "You're never home. You know, you're like a gypsy on the road, and you never come home, and I got commitments." But I'll just show you the vinyl, which is really cool, by the way. So you got this splatter.
Oh no, yeah, very good. That's pretty.
So, the big song on this one was "Someone I Used to Know." So, and the reason why I've shown this because their heritage is American Indian. So you got kind of
iconography, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. Like I said, Zac Brown Band, go back to the early stuff. It's phenomenal. The newer stuff, he's singing with Snoop Dogg now. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? But yeah. So
he's done with the kids, obviously.
Well,
not me.
I look at that and I go, you're running out of ideas. Either that, or he wants to pull a stake out of Swansea City Football Club. But yeah, so that was the live stream for this evening. I'll go around the panel real quick so they can tell you exactly what's going on or what they've done and what's up and coming on the channel at the moment. Dave, we'll start with you because you've been a busy guy recently. Obviously, the vinyl tag is going really, really well. Anything else coming up on the channel at the moment, or are you just concentrating on the vinyl tag and trying to get through it?
I'm trying, because anybody who makes a video on the back of the vinyl tag deserves my attention. So I am doing my very best to watch every video that comes up. There's been about 70 so far, and they're not all that long, but I'd spend a lot of time on YouTube. So I am spending a lot of time watching them, commenting where appropriate, and just a gratitude for people doing that. And there's a couple of other tags. Jack the Vinyl Voyage has put one out for album artwork, which I'm going to do. And kind of tonight is kind of the same sort of deal. And Harvey Spin the Black Circle has put like a soul and funk tag together. That I'm going to do as well. And that's got 12 questions. Is really tough. So I think the next couple of weeks for me are pretty tied up in either watching other people's videos or making sure that I fulfill my obligation to do some other tags for other people.
Cool. Well done, mate. Yeah. You know I love your videos. You know that. I'm going to blow smoke up your ass anymore. Morton, you said you got some videos coming up that you've recorded, ready to go. So what's going on with your channel?
That's about it, really. I don't have any particular plans. Going away in a week for a month, and guess we'll see what we'll see, really.
Where are you off to?
Third stint at that health thing I was doing last year. That was postponed. It was supposed to have been done in November, early December, and it was postponed. So going up there again on the 12th.
Is that Norway?
Yeah.
Don't forget to take some records with you.
Pardon?
Don't forget to take some records with you.
Yeah, that's not really an option, but yeah, that would be nice.
So some time meditation and all that sort of stuff.
No.
Quiet time. No.
It's a mixture of physical and some mental aspects of various health-related issues. Yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
Well, if it made you feel better, mate, taking the piss out of me tonight, I've really appreciated it. Yeah. Any time you want to fucking poke the bear, mate, sarcasm is going straight back at you. But right, Spencer, on vibes. I mean, anything in the pipeline coming up at all, mate?
Video-wise, channel-wise, I've got a few ideas that I'm going to come up with. Again, I'm not experienced nowhere near you guys at this. I'm still getting used to being in front of the camera rather than behind it. So, personal-wise, I'm going camping tomorrow at
Nice.
4, taking my stepson. Basically, quick story, my mother-in-law is got terminal cancer, so we're going to do a sponsored walk next month for St. Luke's, which is a charity in Sheffield that look after people, cancer patients. So I want to repay them back. So we're going to do a walk from Manchester to Sheffield overnight, 38 miles, and camp out overnight. So we're trying to split it in half. So yeah, we're camping tomorrow. Get used to that cold.
You should be in bed right now.
Yeah.
I know, man.
I tell you what, send me the link. I'll put on my Facebook and Instagram and just see if we can get some traction on that.
Yeah, I don't have a date yet, but we're looking at next month. I've already spoken to St. Luke's, and they're going to give us some T-shirts and stuff. And I did it for cancer research a few years ago when I was in the army, I cycled 300 miles in 1 month on 3 consecutive months for cancer research. So I'm a lot older now, a lot fatter. So I've got the insulation, you know, but that's basically what I've got.
So let me just say on the video front, just as a general tip, you should just keep doing it. After a while, you forget the camera's there. You just get used to it. And everybody wants you to succeed. Nobody watches anybody's video to see somebody, fall to pieces, if you like. Everybody wants to be entertained.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching Chris.
There it is.
It's tough because I watch you guys. I just see the words just roll off. Just roll off, and I'm like flabbergasted.
You stop caring. You stop caring about the words, and so they just come naturally. Honestly, I've tried scripting in the early days and all that. It just stick your face in a camera as often as you can, and eventually you'll forget it's there, and your enthusiasm will come to the fore.
Or you could do what David does and just put a camera in somebody's face, like they did with Brian.
Right, yeah.
No, thanks, guys.
It's all about practice. Like the amount of outtakes that I've done, I could probably make a film out of it. I just kind of make notes, kind of what I'm going to cover, songs on the album itself, and then go from there. It'll come. It will, trust me. It'll come.
I've had the channel 12 years, Chris.
Sorry?
I've had the channel 12 years.
Yeah, but it's all about momentum. It's all about momentum.
Yeah. I just didn't want to put videos out.
Well, I've got a brother. I've got 3 brothers, and I've got a brother who's brilliant at making videos, but he's a perfectionist. So he puts them up on YouTube. They're there for 3 weeks, and he takes them down. Then he opens up a new channel, does some videos, leaves them up for a month, and takes them down. I keep saying to him, nobody gives a shit. Everybody wants to see interesting stuff. Just do it. Just get it done.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you to fail, man.
No. Okay.
Thank you.
It's been great having you on, guys. It's been amazing. David, awesome as usual. Morton,
cheers.
Love you, you know that. Absolutely fantastic, especially with the sarcasm with us back and forth. Or he just tells me I'm an absolute piece of shit, and I go, yes, I am, but thank you for tuning in anyway. Spencer from Vibes, thank you for joining. Anytime you want to come on, I'll chuck you on to promote the channel, that kind of thing.
Thank you.
For myself, going forward, I'm not going to slow down on vinyl. Everybody says they're going to slow down. And I was like, fuck that. I'm going to buy more vinyl this year, and it's not going to be greatest hit. I want to pick up UK bands, hopefully to get new albums get released this year, and that's my plan going forward. Concentrate more on UK bands. I want to, like I said to him earlier on, Dave, I want to start from the beginning with REM, right to the beginning, and go from there. So that's
they're the most expensive.
Yeah, I know.
To get on vinyl.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I want to go. So I'd like to thank my guests this evening for taking time out of their day and joining on the live stream. I do really appreciate it, believe it or not, even though I'm a piece of shit. But I'd like to thank everyone who's left comments. Everybody's going to watch this later, and everybody gives this a thumbs down. I love you all. Thanks for watching. And next week, I've got Richard from Richard's Vinyl Tap House on. And I got Cam on as well from the Vinyl Narrative. So that should be a lot of fun. So tune in then. From us all, good evening, good night, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.